What's good, y'all? You already know what it is, baby. It's just T Paris, aka the Young Marvin Gaye. This rap shit, most original, most creative, most in tune with the times, and I'm sort of like your inspiration. And this is P's perspective. But let's not waste no time. Let's get right into it, man. It's been a minute. I'm so excited, man. I know I took a long hiatus away from y'all, but I just want to let y'all know I never lost the passion, man. I had to take a little time to focus on some personal things. I did a little bit more studying, you know what I'm saying? I brought my mind, brought my vision, and I'm ready to get right back to business. Today, our topic of discussion is going to be social distance. You know, with everything going on in the world right now, this pandemic, COVID-19, coronavirus, however you want to label it, I just think it's important that we sit down and talk about this whole social distancing thing. So, I just start right from the top, man. Social distancing. What does it mean to be social, right? So social is like to be in communication with others, you know, to show support for others, really just to be in contact with other people, right? And then you take the word distancing. What does it mean to be distant, right? Distance is about boundaries, about space, about being away from each other. You know, they're asking us for 6 feet, you know, wear gloves and things like that. So a person like myself, I sit down and I like to think about things like that, right? What are they really trying to do to us? Now, it's just my opinion, right? But when you think about people being social, a lot of times it's about, you know, the hugs, the handshakes, you know, the kisses, just being in somebody's presence. Sometimes that's a way of showing that you care about somebody or letting somebody know that you are sincere about your approach when you show love. So now when they're telling us, you know, not to be able to do that and give everybody 6 feet, you know, don't be in contact with people who don't live in your household, only really focus on your immediates. I feel like what we're doing is we creating some type of dysfunction, so to speak. So they won't be able to shake hands, right? People won't be able to give each other hugs. People won't be able to be in contact with each other the way we normally do. And so that changes the way that we show affection to one another, right? As people, we all need these forms of affection, display of affection, because it makes us feel human. It makes us feel love. It makes us feel desired. It makes us feel whole. And I feel like while they're doing this, what's happening is there's a lot of things that are going on inside the household that we're not really taking notice to. So, for example, if you live in your household with just, I say, you and your kids, your mom and your dad don't live there, your aunt, your uncle, your cousins, they're not there. And for the most part, people aren't taking the time to reach out to those people. We already don't speak a lot on the phone. We already, you know, focus everything on text and on social media. So with the social distancing, it's just making us more complacent. We're not reaching out to people and not showing love to people and things of that nature. So you got immediate family versus the extended family, right? I've heard some people say, you know, mom is sick or my dad is sick, but, you know, I can't go over there because I don't want to give them this flu or I don't want them to get sick. I don't understand that type of mentality, because the reality is this. If they pass away, you're not going to be able to be there for them. You know, me, myself, I would make that sacrifice because I believe like family is the most important thing in this world. Without my family, I wouldn't be here, right? And again, that's just me. I'm not telling people to, you know, disregard what the government is saying. I'm just asking you to think about the way that they're trying to condition us, you know what I'm saying, right now with everything going on. Another thing, you think about people of color, you know, in our history, we're used to congregations, right? You go all the way back to the times of slavery, and that's how we used to, you know, we used to get over some of the things that we're dealing with. We come together, we sing hymns, we talk with each other, we share feelings. But with this social distancing, not more than 6 people, you know, in a circle coming together at one time, what it does is it prevents us from sharing information. So let's say somebody is thinking or feeling some type of way. More times than not, barbershops, you know, the beauty salon, the park, you know, sitting on the bench, you know, hanging on the corner. It's 15, 20 of us talking, we building, we sharing ideas. Everybody's expressing what they think, what they feel, they're getting their ideas out there. But with this social distancing, you're not allowed to do that. And I know for a fact that everybody is not on the phone, FaceTime and a Zoom and anything like that, because that's very intrusive, right? That's very intrusive, as is. And so if we've been in the house for about a month, almost 2 months now, And these are things that are happening every single day, and you're not taking notice to them. You know what happens? We just forget about it. There's an old saying, that sometimes when you don't focus on, things long enough, that you just tend to forget about them. And I kind of feel like with the social distancing, that's what they're doing. They trying to desensitize us from being family, from being whole, from being united, from being amongst each other, being around each other. That's just something that I want y'all to think about, right? Something else I just want to touch on is in some places they saying they're gonna allow us, to get back to, normal lifestyle as we accustomed to, opening up. And I just want to let you people know it's very important that you be wise and listen to what they saying. Pay attention to what they doing. Don't rush out there to go party and go play and go chill and hanging out with people. Because this is like an experiment. They trying to see how people are going to be able to survive after all of this stuff that's going on. I want you also to be aware that during this time when you in the private confines of your house, we need to be focusing on making ourselves sharper, building your immune system, learning some new skills, bettering our communication skills with our family, sit down and write a letter to somebody, because we ain't got nothing but time right now. I'm encouraging you to listen to what I'm saying and try to make some changes. And when I say make changes, I'm talking about the world on a whole. Stop allowing the media, the news, and the so-called government to dictate everything that we do, man. We as people of color are responsible for putting this whole country together, whether they want to believe that or not. This country, America, is built on our backs, man. We got to get back to the love. We got to get back to showing each other that we care. I hear everybody always talking about, I do me. It's whatever I think, whatever. Yo, the government right now is making us, look like we don't have no hearts. And when I say we don't have no hearts, I'm just really speaking about everybody just following suit. People running to the hospital. Don't go to the hospital, man. I believe in people in there trying to take our lives away from us. Build your immune system. Take your time. Spend time with your family. Build those relationships and spread information, man. That's the only way that we're going to be able to beat this, is for us to come together, unite, spread the information, each one teach one, man. Blade sharpen blade. Now, the last thing that I want to touch on is I want you to pay attention to some of the things that we may have taken for granted during this time of being in, exile, quarantine, so to speak. Focus on some of the things that you may have given up on that have been positive. Reaching out to some of your friends, checking up on people that you really care about. Going to the gym and staying healthy, being able to go in the library and get a book and sitting down and reading, going in a restaurant and just sitting down and having a meal by yourself. Some of us were taking these things for granted, and it's not until now when we're in quarantine that we miss these things. So I want us to wisen up, man. Let's try to get back to the people. And when I say back to the people, the people around you that help to make you thrive, man. Let's start to get back to showing them the love. And I just have a moment of silence for all of the people that we may have lost during this pandemic. Shout out to Fred the Godson. He passed away today in real time. I just want to let everybody know, man, I feel for everybody right now. Let's have this moment of silence and let's just chime in, share your thoughts. Like I said, man, rest in peace to anybody who's lost somebody during this time. I'm sending my blessings. I'm sending my prayers. I want everybody to take care of yourself. Do me a favor, man. Hit that like button, subscribe, leave comments, man. Let me know that you feeling what we doing. And we're going to sign off right there, man. It's the T Paris, a.k.a. the Young Marvin Gaye, this shit. Toast to the town, baby. Peace.